Wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. Back Monday. Where's the crew? What's up? The crew is in the building. What's up, Angie? Melissa, Desi, Elise. Come on in. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. I had an awesome weekend. I had an awesome weekend. Had a rough week, but I'm about to update y'all on all the court situation. Remember, I had my own little court situation going on. I got to update y'all on that. Some Diddy updates. Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk situation. She think Tyler Robinson, the one that they are saying did unalive Charlie Kirk. Candace says that is a lie. We're going to talk about that today. And a little bit of this, a little bit of that. How everybody feeling? 2 days off. She's like attorney. Grandma. What's up, Grandma? What's up, Grandma Kathy? 5:30 a.m. on a beautiful Sunday morning. We got Math is Mathing, Cool Davis. I see all the profile pics. Look at all the beautiful profile pics. Miss Sweet too. I see everybody coming through with their new profile pics. I noticed. Shorty, your man, for you anytime you need me. It's me. Believe me, it's me and you in your world. Believe me, nothing like a man feel better than a woman. Queen with a crown that be down for whatever. There are a few things last forever, my lady. We can make war and make babies. Back when I was nothing, you made a brother feel like he was something. That's why I'm with you to this day, Bruno frontin'. Even when the skies are gray, you will rub me on my back and say, baby, it'll be okay. And that's real to a brother like me. They never ever get my pussy away and keep it tight, all right? So I'm going to walk these dogs so we can live in a fat-ass crib with thousands of kids. Word life, you don't need a ring to be my wife. Just be there for me, and I'm going to make sure we be living in the epitaph of luxury. I'm realizing that you didn't have to fuck with me, but you did. Now I'm going all out, kid, and I got mad love to give. What's that? You're all I need to get by. Come on, that Method Man. You're all I need to get by. You're all I need. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show, no filter, are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. We back. Shit. Y'all, I'm officially part of the coffee crew. Found me some coffee I like. So y'all can finally add me to the coffee crew. Before we get into all this Diddy mess, Charlie Kirk and all that, Shauna put me together with a coffee mix I like. Oh yeah, I was outside this weekend. How y'all know? Tahir telling on me, she said Flo was outside this weekend. Oh yeah, I was outside. I was outside. I was outside. If you was following me, if you ain't following me on Facebook, Instagram, you missing out. You get to see me outside. But this is my coffee mix. House blend with 2 shots of hazelnut, 2 shots of chocolate, and 2 shots of sweet cream with that house blend. I love it. It's good. It's going to be my new go-to. It ain't too coffee for me. It's enough coffee, but it still got a good taste to it. So on behalf of all my coffee drinkers out there, I would like for y'all to accept me, you got a sweet too. Yeah, I need some sweets. Y'all had to accept me in the coffee crew. I am now an official member of the coffee crew. For now, I'm drinking a house blend with 2 shots of hazelnut, 2 shots of chocolate, and 2 shots of sweet cream. And I drank that shit like it was Kool-Aid. So we got a Pepsi. Okay, Elise. I know we got a Pepsi crew. Hey, we're gonna have a Pepsi crew too. If you because my auntie used to drink Pepsi in the morning. If you part of the Pepsi crew, you with Elise. But I'm officially in the coffee crew. Thank you. Tatum has welcomed me. I'm gonna get that same coffee I just talked about. I'll be getting that after the show. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm gonna start having coffee before the show. I'm gonna try. Let me not make no promises. I'm going to try to have coffee before the show. So yeah, y'all, that's my husband. So let's get to this court shit real quick. Now, if y'all know, last week they was trying to lock my ass up. They were trying to lock me up. They wanted me to turn myself in for some old ass housing violations, like having chip paint on the house. They want to lock me up. Anyway, so remember I told you the person said I might as well turn myself in at 6 a.m. and I said I'm not doing that shit because we wasn't gonna have no show. I'm not gonna be waiting for the judge to let me out and I got a show to do. So I gotta be honest, y'all. Shauna was kicking ass last week. So I give everybody their flowers. I like to tell y'all everything. Anytime somebody helped me, I like to tell who helped me and how they did it because I don't get much help. But when I do get help, I appreciate it. So Shauna found a lawyer. She found a lawyer, and this lawyer remember I told y'all we did a motion. So they did a motion for me to take that warrant off and then just give me a new court date and whatever. I'll be a good boy. So I got the motion over the weekend and they accepted the motion. I don't have no warrant. I don't got to turn myself in, y'all. We won. So we don't have to ride at dawn. I'm glad we was all ready to ride, but I had to come back here and update y'all. They took the warrant off. They gave us our motion that the lawyer filed. And so y'all can't let me forget this time. Court is on, put this in y'all calendar. Court is on, what the fuck? Hold on, where is court? Hold on, y'all. Because y'all can't let me forget. Y'all can't let me miss this court. If I miss this time, they're gonna be like, all right, we through with your ass, Flo. We just gonna lock your ass up. So I got court on 10/14/25, which is October 14th. Please make sure, remind me. I got it in my calendar, but I want it in everybody's calendar because I still might forget. So it's October 14th. I got court. So y'all got to remind me. Oh, that's good. That's a Tuesday. So when we had a show on Monday, October 13th, everybody make sure they remind me. And even if I'm stupid enough to forget and come to the show on the 14th, y'all still can remind me because court is at, I think, 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9:30. So even if my ass is stupid and forget again, if I come to this show at 8:30, I can still do the show. All right, so that day I can still do the show. Y'all can remind me again. So make sure y'all got that in that calendar. I don't want to have to go to jail. All right, Tahara says she has an appointment that day too. So she gonna remind me. So I appreciate that. Elise says she got a reminder. Yeah, y'all we can't have me in jail. So everybody got that. If everybody got all that information in their calendar, Everybody who put it in their calendar, please put a 1. I'm making sure I don't miss this court date, y'all. I don't want to be doing the flow show, no filter behind bars. So put a 1 in the chat if you got it in your calendar. Put a 1 in the chat if you have my court date in your calendar. Yeah, we ain't missing this one. Thank you. My boy C Tuck got my back too. I like that. Hey, see, my boy, that's my boy right there. C Tuck said I got it in there too, man. Can't have you in jail. So yeah, y'all, I appreciate everybody putting that. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna miss court this time. No more warrants for me. Shit. I couldn't believe that lady said I might as well just turn myself in. I was like, no. I got to get a lawyer. Shout out to Shauna for finding me a good lawyer too. She found a good lawyer for me in like less than an hour. It was probably like 30 minutes. So shout out to Shauna for that. And other than that, from one jailbird to another, the Mr. Diddler. See, when you a good boy, Diddy, when you a good boy, when you thank you. Oh, everybody got it in their thing. Diddy tablet. Hey, y'all, hey, C Tuck said, he said, y'all can't have me trying to do the flow show from the Diddy tablet. Talking about, hey, I need access to my laptop. Enoch, man, y'all got me together. I don't have to worry about, ain't no way in hell I'm missing this court date. But you know what? That's my fault because the first time I got the court date, I should have told y'all then. Y'all would have made sure I didn't miss it. Y'all would have made sure that I wouldn't have missed court. So that's my fault. I don't know why I didn't tell y'all that I had a court date, and y'all would have reminded me. I would have never missed it, and we wouldn't have had to do all this. But it's okay. From now on, y'all gonna know about all my important dates because I know y'all ain't gonna let me forget. So here we are. She texted, I've been doing it from the Diddy tablet. So let's get this going. So yeah, see, my motions get through because I'm a good boy, Diddy. See, Diddy been trying all these motions. He trying to pull a flow. He got a motion. His lawyer's trying to sit in. He trying to get this motion. He trying to get this motion through. Now, some people are saying that the judge is actually considering giving Diddy a new trial. We don't know. I think he about to shut Diddy down. If you ask me, if I had to put my money on it, I'm thinking he's going to shut it down, but I can't say for sure because I hear a lot of people on both sides giving different reasons why. People are saying even if the judge does grant Diddy a new trial, it actually could end up being worse for Diddy. That's what a lot of people are saying. So thank you, Elise. Elise said we got our back. I appreciate y'all. I think they was watching the show. I think the judge was like, you know what? Let's grant this motion because the flow community is ready to ride at dawn. Enoch says the same thing. Don't think he'd get a new trial. Yeah, I don't think so either. But we will listen to a company. So let's get into an article. We're going to talk about Charlie Kirk and the Tyler Robinson possibly being framed, according to Candace Owens. So I'm going off Candace Owens. We're just going to talk about what she said, and I'm going to get some thoughts from y'all on that. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to get into that later on in the show after we get this Diddler mess out the way, because Diddy is a mess. I know Diddy is annoying as fuck to be around. I'm going to tell y'all that. Just straight. I ain't even talking about the case right now. I'm just talking about he just seemed like an annoying motherfucker. He seemed like he gonna keep bothering you about shit. So let's talk about what this one article, the Hollywood Reporter, is talking about. Now, the Hollywood Reporter says Diddy's trial judge appears to be considering vacating rappers' 2 convictions. People will be pissed off. I don't care if they think they got him in another trial And I don't care if they think they're going to get him in this trial. People are going to bite judges. They're going to bite Judge ARUN Subramanian. They're going to bite his fucking head off if he gives Diddy a new trial. I'm telling y'all that right now. I don't care what the reason is. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. Don't nobody want to hear about no new trial. They want to take this trial. This is what the public wants. The public wants this trial and throw the book at his ass off this conviction. Nobody is trying to get a whole new trial without him being accountable for this one. That's how I feel. From the tea leaves and what I'm seeing online, people are like, fuck a new trial. Throw the book at his ass on this conviction. Give him about 10, 15 years, 8 years minimum, 5 years minimum, and I think the world won't go crazy. I think a lot of people will be upset at 5 years, but I think if this judge gives Diddy 5 years, all the way up to 20 years, but I'm saying minimum 5 years, this judge can still walk around in public. If this judge gives him less than 5 years, I think motherfuckers are going to go crazy. That's what I think. I think, and I don't think a lot of people will be happy at 5, but I think 5 or more, people will accept it. I think less than 5 years, motherfuckers is going to be going crazy. So, no, they said, now what I'm hearing is they can't consider RICO again, but they would double down. So, Desi, let me explain what people are saying. People are saying that they can't do RICO again, but what they would do is double down on the Mann Act charges and get more Mann Act charges and bring more victims. You know, more like more prostitution victims, possibly some male victims. But basically what they're saying was if they did grant a new trial, that the feds would double down on the Mann Act charges, and they say they already have like 8 more victims. This is what's been said around the campfire, that they have 8 more victims or whatever, or 8 more victims, and I think 8 more victims and like 8 co-defendants, something like that. They're supposed to be having a lot more going on. So to answer your question, Desi, from what I'm hearing, they can't do RICO over again, or they wouldn't, but they are saying they would double down on the Mann Act charges, and that Diddy could be looking at even more time if this goes to trial again. So that just was word on the street. Just word on the street. That ain't word from Flo. Let's see what y'all got to say in the chat. Okay, let's see what Grandma Kathy has to say. Grandma Kathy says, okay, so everything I've seen and read about the Diddy this weekend, I'm not going to get my hopes up like last time. I think he will get 5 years, but he deserves at least 20 plus. And see, Grandma Kathy kind of touched on what I'm saying. I'm thinking minimum 5 years, but I don't think, because you got to remember, if they give him 5 years, they are still going to go after other shit. And they got other things. So even if they just only gave him 5 years, I still believe that ain't the last of it anyway. So I wouldn't fall out and faint if he gets 20 years, y'all, because I would look at it like this. 5 years is enough time to find more shit and get him in more cases. And 5 years ain't 2 years. Like 5 years is still some time. So I wouldn't go too crazy. Plus, like I said, don't be surprised if more charges are coming anyway. So let's see what else he said. He's definitely going to get, Enoch says he's definitely going to get the book thrown at him. Probation report said they recommend 70 to 80 months. Sure did. Sure did. Anybody else had to say anything? Anybody else? Anybody else got anything to say? Melissa says 10 years would be enough. Yeah. So we'll definitely see what's going on. But let's continue in this article. Hold on. The federal judge overseeing Sean Diddy Combs' imminent sentencing on the 2 lesser counts, a jury found him guilty of in a split verdict. On Thursday, which was last week, Diddy was scheduled. Well, this Friday, which would have been, this Friday is the actual sentencing, but last Thursday, they had a hearing about letting the charges go or giving them a new trial or quitting. Judge ARUN Subramanian told the court that he would issue a decision very shortly on the defense's argument about Combs' crimes and their relation to the Mann Act. Otherwise, Subramanian said he would see everyone back here next Friday. As we know, we haven't got word yet. Sahara said he needs 15 years. On Friday, the courts closed for the weekend with no announcement from Judge Subramanian on his decision. The high-profile legal team that oversaw Combs' defense at the 8-week federal trial, which ended with him found not guilty, and they questioned the legal precedent of the Mann Act. They said Combs did not gain any profit. His lawyers explained when hiring male sex workers that he had at least 2 long-term girlfriends of his over the past 2 decades who engaged in freak-off parties, which were drug-fueled parties that could last for days and mostly involved Combs' partner engaging with male prostitutes as he looked on. His attorneys argued that Combs didn't even participate in the sex acts. At Combs' trial, evidence was presented that he and 2 partners had hired the sex workers, but it was all funded by the near billionaire mogul. The Mann Act criminalizes the transport of a person across state lines for the purpose of prostitution. Whether this should apply to voyeurism, defense attorney Mark Tack said, is at the center of Combs' case at this point. He told the court, it does not. Prosecutor Foster told the court that this is beside the point, as Combs had hired the man and paid for the flights, and those taken by the long-term girlfriends. The defense team is also making a case that because Combs would film the freak-off events as he directed the action taking place, lighting, music, wardrobe, and everything else, he is basically just making corn. Federal prosecutor Christie, in refuting this argument, told the court that the Mann Act criminalizes transportation of individuals for prostitution, and it does not criminalize filming sex acts of any kind. In a sentencing motion submitted this week, defense attorneys argued that Combs should be handed no more than 14 months for the 2 counts, given the time he's been served in Brooklyn federal lockup since September 2024. Prosecutors have suggested they will seek a harsher sentence for Combs, likely a minimum of 4 years. Of course, the probation said 70 to 80 months. What will Diddy be looking at? Andre says, Sean Combs do not deserve to be put in prison behind bars in the first season. What Cassie did was wrong. The feds gave Cassie Ventura $30 million of Sean Combs' money that he earned. Anybody want to answer Andre's comment? Anybody agree or disagree with Andre? Speak now, forever hold your peace. I don't know, y'all. this is all over the place. I think he's gonna get about. I don't know, man. I'm thinking 5 years. I just they just got me feeling like I'm losing hope on this system. It's just so much bullshit. I'm thinking 5 years though, y'all. I don't know. I'm thinking 5 years. Angela told Andre to kick rocks. I believe she was talking to Andre. Oh, Andre, I don't think they really agreeing with you. Let's see what they say. It said Andre. Lily says, Andre, that statement can go pound sand, which means I don't think she agreed with you, Andre. Melissa said, Andre, you came to the wrong chat. Angelina says, Andre, get the fuck out of here. He didn't give any of his money. Enoch says, I disagree. Miss Sweetu said, don't you mean money he fleeces? Of course, Angie just said, kick rocks. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. Him wanting to speak to the judge before sentencing is crazy. He had his chance. Like, who does he think he is? Let's talk about that. Glad you brought that up, Tahir, because that was something I wanted to talk about, because I wanted to talk about it last week when I heard about it. But thank you for bringing it up now. So Diddy wants to talk to the judge in person. I definitely wanted. Where is the article about Diddy wanting to talk to the judge? Because I definitely did want to. I do want to talk about that. I'm trying to find it, guys, because I did see an article about Diddy wanting to talk to the judge in person. And I was wondering what y'all thought about that. But now I'm not finding it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't see the one where it says Diddy wants to talk to the judge. Anyway, Diddy wants to talk to the judge with his regular clothes on and before the sentencing. Now I'm saying, like, what will be the point of that? And I don't think, will they allow that? I don't think they're gonna allow that. I don't think they're gonna allow that, y'all. What y'all think? And I don't think they should allow it. If he wanted to talk, he should have got his ass up on the stand. You could have got on the stand and said everything you wanted to say, and it would have been under oath. So we didn't know that you was telling the truth. So yeah, we trying to see where it said the judge wants to so did he want to talk to the judge? What do you think he gonna say? You need to let me out? Let me out of the let me out of the let me out of this shit. Did he want to bully the judge? Oh, Big R said she didn't get what Andre said because he been on mute. She got Andre on mute. Denise said he's gonna threaten the judge or the judge's family. Don't nobody trust Diddy. It don't seem like nobody in this chat trusts Diddy to have some type of talk. Melissa says, Andre, I'm pretty sure that Cassie didn't want to be beaten and dragged down the hall. So thanks, but no thanks for your opinion. Your opinion wasn't needed. Where is the hold on? Did they close the gossip of the city page? Because I know they ain't blocked me. I ain't saying nothing today. I don't even. I don't even comment on their page. Because they had the gossip of the city had some Instagram. They did have a little article about Diddy, wanting to talk to the judge in person, but now I don't see it. Let's see. I don't know, y'all, but I think that's just Diddy's way of trying to intimidate the judge before sentencing and tell him something. He said he probably paid to take that article down. Yeah, I don't see the article. Can anybody in the chat see if y'all can find an article about Diddy? An article about Diddy wanting to speak to the judge. If you find an article, put the link in the chat. Because it was like I saw the article and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. Nah, just go. This is crazy. So as we look for that, we'll come back to that. But now let's talk about something that's even crazy too. We're gonna come back to we got more about Diddy coming up. But while we trying to find that article about him wanting to talk to the judge, what about this craziness that Candace Owens is talking about? Candace Owens, this is from the Times of India. Candace Owens comes up with new theory on Charlie Kirk, says Tyler Robinson has been framed and everything is a lie. This article, this revelation broke the internet over the weekend. I don't know if y'all was paying attention. But Candace Owens is saying Tyler Robinson is not the one. The one that they got, she's saying he's being framed. And we got to talk about it. So the article says Candace Owens has come up with a new conspiracy theory claiming that she now has sources confirming that Tyler Robinson was framed and he was not the person who shot and killed Charlie Kirk. Candace said everything the Fed said about the case so far about how Tyler Robinson was caught is a lie, including the fact that they saying Tyler Robinson is suicidal. Now, if they're trying to say Tyler Robinson is suicidal and Candace Owens is saying this is a lie, is that them trying to set up his Tyler Robinson killed himself? Is saying that he's suicidal and he's not, is that getting us ready for the old, oh, he unalived himself, he hung himself? Candace said, I want to break this news immediately because it feels important. And I think if I don't break it immediately, something bad might happen. Candace said, teasing a big reveal on Monday, giving a weekend cliffhanger for viewers. So she's supposed to have more about this today. Tyler Robinson is not suicidal. The entire narrative that was placed in the media about him having been suicidal is completely fictional, as are many other aspects that we've been told. His father has turned him in after a confession. That is also completely fiction. What is going on? To the contrary, Tyler Robinson maintains his innocence as he has never been to the UVU campus, she said, which is why they have produced nothing other than blurry images which Tyler family knows it's not him. She continued, the federal government is lying about absolutely everything except the fact that there is a gun. Candace earlier claimed that Kirk was pressured to visit Israel by hedge fund manager Bill Ackman. Candace said Ackman threatened Kirk during a high-stakes intervention in the Hamptons weeks before the murder. Ackman called Candace out for defaming him. For the record, at no time have I ever threatened Charlie Kirk, Turning Point, or anyone associated with him. This is what Ackman said. I have never blackmailed anyone, let alone Charlie Kirk. I have never offered Charlie or Turning Point any money in an attempt to influence Charlie's opinion on anything. In fact, my interactions with Charlie Kirk have been extremely cordial, albeit limited, regretfully so. So I was very impressed by him and his work and will sadly never see him again. So Candace Owens is saying that what a lot of people were saying, that was it possibly some pressure from Israel? Was it pressure from Israel that got Charlie Kirk whacked? This is a crazy one. Lily is saying that there are rumors and whispers that the bullet came from behind Charlie Kirk. What say you? Melissa says, hit that dusty trail. Andre. It's a lot going on this morning. That rapper David has not been arrested yet, Grandma Kathy. Oh, yeah. I don't know if y'all saw, but it was a nasty debate between Charlie Kirk and Tyler Robinson before the murder. Is that why he was framed, if he was framed? Where did Andre go? I think Andre said, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I'm going to take my clothes off. Andre, it's getting too hot. Hot in here. So Candace Owens got a lot to say about this Charlie Kirk situation. Charlie Kirk Chaminella says he was set up. Look at the people around Charlie when he got shot. Miss Sweet Tooth said Andre went to go put on his flip-flops and kick some rocks. Y'all got Andre the fuck up out of here. Damn. Oh, he came back. He came back with his flip-flops. Andre came back with his flip-flops. But y'all, Candace Owens, what is she gonna bring up today? Because she said she got more to talk about today. We need to be tapped in. Because one thing about it, she been going there. She been going there. So they are saying, and this is what they try to do. They try to make they're talking about Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens had a fallout. It's funny how they try to discredit you when you pulling up the truth. Now they're trying to say Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens had a falling out, and so they're trying to discredit what Candace Owens is bringing. Somebody said it's not trial, it's not trail, it's trial. Renee wanted to put up breaking news. She wants somebody to know that it's trial, not trail. Whoever put trail is trial with the I goes before the A. What a day. Let's check it out because Kathy was asking about the David guy. So let's switch gears a little bit. We'll stay tuned. Stay tuned to what Candace Owens has to say about Charlie Kirk. She's supposed to have an update today. I will be tapping in to see what she's saying. She is putting her life on the line. Honestly. She is putting her life on the line. She's taking a risk because she putting out some information that if this information is true, I'm sure people ain't gonna be too happy about it. But let's see what we have as far as the David situation. So what are they saying? They saying David's not a suspect. They're saying Celeste Rivas was likely dead several weeks before being found in David's Tesla trunk. The musician has not been named as a suspect or charged, and his representative has stated that he is fully cooperating with the investigation. Speaking with people, LAPD captain and commanding officer Scott Williams said that while many questions remain about the death of Celeste, whose body was found inside the car in the Los Angeles parking lot September 8th, we know for sure that Celeste Hernandez died and someone placed her body in the front trunk area of David's Tesla. So according to this police guy, let's just call him the police guy, they are saying she was already dead before being placed in David's Tesla. What does that mean? Really don't mean shit. Whether, and I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent, but I'm saying just because he was placed in the car doesn't mean he didn't have anything to do with it. That's all I'm saying. So we are still at square one. We know that the Tesla had been parked at that location from which it was towed from for several weeks. So it is very likely Celeste had been dead for several weeks prior to her body being discovered, Williams said. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not determined a cause or manner of her death, so we don't know for sure if anyone has any criminal culpability for her death beyond the concealment of her dead body. The captain added, sharing that the LAPD's robbery homicide division is still probing the case. Williams also confirmed that LAPD did not serve a search warrant at a residence near where the car was towed. So was that made up? A landlord previously told SF Gate that David had been staying at an LA property with his manager, but that the two moved out days after electronics and more were seized from the home. Williams told people that he cannot confirm what was taken from that property. Well, if David doesn't have anything to do with it, which I'm not saying he does or doesn't, who the hell does? This is one of the most non-making stories. This don't make no sense. Y'all in here having a ball in the chat, y'all. If y'all not here live at 8:30 every day to enjoy this chat, y'all missing out. They be in this chat going crazy. Grandma Kathy thinks that last scene on the balcony in that one picture, she thinks that's the last day she was alive. Do you know what date that was on that balcony? Did anybody know what date that was when they were on that balcony? But the LAPD captain says we are looking into everything. The LAPD would not confirm that David was cooperating with the investigation, despite his rep previously telling NBC Los Angeles that he was fully cooperating with the authorities. David has not been named a suspect or charged with a crime in relation to the case. His representative has not responded to multiple requests for comment. That's nothing. He's just been awfully quiet. He has been awfully quiet. And that's the thing that has me like, I don't know about this guy. And what is the odds of him being placed in his car? Oops. I just messed up. I know y'all here cutting up. Sarah said, Flo, you need to read these comments. Yeah, y'all in there cutting up. Reva Celeste Hernandez, what happened to her? She been missing since, well, she was reported missing on April 5th, 2024. So she had been missing for more than a year. It's just story. I don't care how many facts you get, it just still don't make no fucking sense. Just don't make no sense. And for him to not be like, nobody is being questioned. I mean, as far as we know. And as I look through the information, there's not much out here. Only thing they're saying is they believe her body was in that car for weeks and weeks and weeks. And now the rapper and the manager have left the mansion where they were living at. Yet nobody is being. They have no. So literally, they have no suspect. They literally don't have a suspect. And like everybody kept saying, I thought Tesla's recorded everything. I thought Tesla's recorded everything. Anybody else in the chat ever heard that? Like Tesla records. I thought like Tesla recorded everything. So don't they have some type of footage of somebody putting somebody in the trunk or something? Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. That's a $2 holla. Angelina says illiterate followers can kick rocks. Thank you so much, Angelina. Anybody else want to feed me today before we get out, before we close the show? Where my lunch money at? Let's say it flows because Andre can't spell. Thank you, Angelina. This is ridiculous, y'all. So we have no suspect. They are saying her body was put in there, but by who? They got a timeline. Let's look into this timeline. Let me look at this timeline, y'all. So law enforcement detectives took a computer and several items from the home, from David's home. But the problem is we trying to figure out where are there no other witnesses, no other suspects. Who are they questioning? It's driving me crazy, and I do understand they got to keep certain shit hidden for the, the integrity of the investigation, blah 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 blah. But still, it just don't seem like much is happening to me. It's like it took them all this time to realize that she's been in there for weeks. They still haven't got a cause of death for Celeste. I don't know how much longer that's going to take. But they are really, really doubling down on the fact that somebody put her in there after she was dead. This is a strange one. This is a strange one, y'all. I agree, and that's another thing people are saying. I got to put to air. They saying people ain't trusting this family either. People are not trusting this family, y'all. Let's go to the chat for some comments. Let's see what y'all talking about. Elise said she can't believe no one could smell her dead body. Grandma Kathy said something up. It don't take this long to arrest. Georgia makes a good point. Says she didn't put herself in body bags. How is it not a homicide? That's a great point, Georgia. How do they not see it as a homicide? Like she packed herself up and put herself in the Tesla. And if it wasn't a homicide, why would somebody just say, "Oh, let's just place this body in a Tesla"? If she died on her own, why would somebody just say, "Oh, okay, here's a dead body, let's put it in a Tesla"? Uh-oh. Okay, Big R say, "Hey Flo, is your Cash App to you? I sent a Cash App Friday. Hope it's correct and not sent to somebody else." Oh yeah. Just let me know when you send it because that go to my manager, but I'll check with it. I'll tell him to check on the Cash App from Friday. But I always get him. He gets my manager gets he gets all my like PayPal and Cash App money and all that. So I get all my money, but I'll definitely let him know that I got one from Friday. Thank you, Big R. And Big R has been a member for a month. Shout out to you, Big R, for supporting my YouTube channel by joining and being a paid member for a month. This is a crazy one, though, y'all. And this family is looking suspect. I hate to say it because I don't like to blame no family. But they keep saying David is not a suspect. David has not been charged. I don't know. Y'all, we're going to have to stay on top of this one. Can somebody explain to Anitra where to go for her membership? I know you just usually can click join like right under here on YouTube. If you click join, that's how you can rejoin or whatever, Anitra. But that's the only thing I can say as of right now. If you would like. If you would like. If you want to support the show, I put the link in the chat. I'll put it in there slowly but surely. It's the Buzzsprout Act. Please support if you want to support the audio version of the show. The link will be in the chat. I thought I just put it in the chat. What the hell happened? Okay, here we go. That's the Buzzsprout. That is to support the audio version, which is on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all over the place. Please click Buzzsprout link and support. I think the minimum donation is $3. You can go all the way up to I think $20-something, but $3 is more than enough. Also, if you want to join YouTube, I think they're saying and showing in the chat how to do it. I think Melissa might be the go-to to know how to join through YouTube. Melissa, can you make sure you help our Anitra and whoever else is trying to wonder how to join our members only, which we do every Wednesday. We're gonna have some shit to talk about this Wednesday because I know this verdict from Diddy gonna come in. I'm gonna have all kind of inside shit to talk about. So You got me. So Melissa got you. If you trying to figure out how to join and become a paid YouTube member, you see Melissa right here. Say, I gotcha. Gotcha, Melissa. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. I'll be back before you know it. So let's get the amounts in the chat, y'all. We got some research to do. Andre, Tahira said Andre need to go take a nap. We got research to do. We got research to do. We got to research Charlie Kirk. Send me everything you got on Charlie Kirk. Send me everything you got on the David, rapper, singer, murdered, whatever's going on with that. And of course, any Diddy news, send it to me. And without further ado, my boy C Tuck says, I'm out. Have a safe and wonderful day, everybody. See what else we got. Andre, join the man. You doing all that talking, Andre. Get you a membership, man. You gonna come in here doing all that talking, you might as well get a membership, man. Don't be one of them cheap ass Diddy supporters. Diddy supporters, quit being cheap, man. Come on and get us to a subscription when you come in here making all that noise. And I don't even block you. I let you say your thing. I hate to see you all go, but I love to watch you leave. I'm out. Angelina says, Rachel says, hey, Rachel, I'm out. Have a great day, family. All trolls can kick rocks and flip flop. Show can. Anitra says, I'm out. Georgia says, what Georgia say? Georgia says, Andre, you missed kindergarten today. Y'all are funny. Happy Monday, y'all. Desi says, I'm out. Randall says, Andre got a Charlie Kirk thong on. Hey, y'all are tripping out. I'm out. Be safe, everybody. All right, love you, Big R. Love you, Lily. Love you, Angie. Love you, Melissa. Love you, Grandma Kathy, Desi, and the rest of the gang. Love all y'all. But as always, you know I love y'all. I love y'all, but I am